Welcome to another episode of Saint Vincent Untold Stories. On this episode, we look at Tribute and Azari Asha. These men were found guilty years ago for sending a man to Dovecot. You see, the first time that the men went to trial, they were convicted. Yes, man, them find the man them guilty. So the man them there jail a rat back and the man them decide so them a go appeal the case. Let me say this before we go further. Big ups to all of my subscribers. And if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon if you wish to see more videos like this one. When I go into full details about this untold stories, you would say untold. I wonder if survives cartel case I go play out. Well, the lawyers of Vibes Cartel need to tune in to untold stories and pay close attention to these stories. Let me say this. Outsiders, St. Vincent is a very nice place. No one would ever trouble you. So don't think because you see these untold stories that you are unsafe. It is safe for you to come to our shows. Just like anywhere in the world, things do happen. Remember in the last episode that I did with Sheikh and Jason, when Jason was saying that two men were warring with them. Well, these are not the two men. And he was saying that a war was on. It has some areas in a St. Vincent. They live fast, so the man them a live fast. The man them a keep up to date with everything. Areas like Otley Hall, Edinburgh, Glen, and places like Sharps. The man them not say better, no, the man them just a beat off the popo. So if you go up there and interfere with one of the man them, please note that the man them not ramp up. Bloto, 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 pang, 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 pang. I know na sail running Panaman. A man named Lloyd Samuel pick up couple of can. It's like the man them know them target, so the man them never hesitate. Time went by, but nobody was not picked up. But you see, it had a youth named Uroy Robinson, aka Libby. Boy, Libby did a go on with something. It is alleged that he stole and so on, so the police picked him up. But what you think I go on? Libby now want do non jail time. So Libby tell the police them say what? Me know I have some things unsolved and me know about a big one. And big one that could get a nice little promotion. You want a promotion? Listen to this, yeah. Officer say, how you mean me no want a promotion? Some me want a promotion. Me need to get out of them suit and go in some bigger suit. Tell her we will happen on Libby. Libby said, so you remember a youth named Lloyd Samuel, aka Lazarus? Me know who do it. And the boy Tribute and the boy Azarias. Go for them now, officer. Me tell you everything. But Libby, you know that you have to give a statement, right? Libby say, sure, me know me have to give statement. Me not afraid I boy them. Libby say me do up I boy them yard, you know, man. And here when the man them say them I go mash he works. The man say, officer, and only that, you know, the man of them get whole heap of double mouth thing up the whole heap of popo. And if all you go now, all you get is saka popo. The man say saka popo. Soupy, organize the boys them now. Quick and fast. Let you go out there and get the saka popo. Me might get assistant commissioner and you might get inspector. Let you go now. So the men got their paperwork together and they went for Azarian tribute. But you see, it was alleged that one of the man them named it call upon another works as well. Another youth they drop out and gone a dove cat. The men were taken to courts and they maintained their innocence. But Libby started to sing like a canary. It is the same situation we saw with Tekashi 69. Wanted to hang around a certain crowd. And when badness reached panel level, start to bawl and squeal. I remember one time when we were small. The five of them did catch someone up a bamboo range. Three youth man and a big man. The men had in their position the thing that comes out of the double mouth popo. So the police met them in the bamboo range area and brought them down to the station. Cheer the youth them start to bawl like a little picnic. Oh, time. Me no want do none time. But there was a general in the midst. And the general say him to jail already and him a go take the rap. So all the time the boy them a force up badness are going like, yeah boy. Them they mountain and them a beat off popo. When push come to shove now, they start to ball. As a tribute and Ash were found guilty. And the man them their jailhouse. So the man them decide so them can't stay there no longer. So the man them put in an application to get an appeal. So the magistrate decided to send the case to a different court for the men to get a retrial. When the men went to court the second time, there was a jury in the midst that decided no sadist thing and a song right. Me can't send the man them behind bars and them not have substantial evidence. Me a vote no. But you see, that was only one part. You see the key witness? He wasn't wrong to come to court a second time. Where think they'd go on? A man did accuse Libby of putting his hands in his pocket and taking everything from him. So the police decided to take Libby into custody for the weekend. Who tell the police let him out? From the time an hour pass and then let the man out the station, I just black eye. One thing in his side I head, slap with the man head back. Also, persons have started to speculate. So the man them decide, so them a call and move upon the man like a one chess game. One source told untold stories that a one thing Lebe did do a while back. Him did rip off some big general, and the general them decide so them a go eat him food. So the magisterial court decided to say, you know what, Lebe isn't wrong. So let we give the prosecution a time for sort out themselves and for come up with a strong case. You see, the prosecution had a case, but they had no evidence. What the prosecution wanted to do was use Lebe's statement in the court. I remember that Lebe was saying that he heard the man them say them going to mash our works. You see, the thing is, he never went with them to mash the works, so how could he be an eyewitness? All he could just say he heard. But in the court of law, you cannot prosecute someone based on thoughts alone. You see, the thing is, you might not like someone and you might say, oh, I don't like him, I want to get rid of him. And there are 10 people that he got involved in thing with that don't like him as well. But because you say you don't like him, you wish they would get rid of him. Do you think that you should be prosecuted if someone really gets rid of him? I am not a cop and I am not an investigator, but we are living in a realistical world. Are you seeing a St. Vincent? Shh. Them prosecution witness thing they not working. Remember in the previous episode, me tell you a man play Ganton Crown witness. The man them nearly slap a fame house like a one bird nest. You see, after the people found out that Lebe was the witness in the case, person started to ask the question, was Lebe's statement credible? So after the man them give the prosecution time for sort out themselves, they couldn't sort out themselves. So the man them decide, so we now send the case a trial for one third time. Make the man them walk and go on and go meet them parent. As the man them bust the court do, the man them mommy start to cry and break down in a tears. So persons have started to say, what about Lloyd Samuel's mom, Mr. Lazarus? What about Libby's mom? And we truly understand what everyone is saying, right? But the way the court deal with things is a little different. You see, we are not the ones who made the judgment. The magisterial court did. So please do not take my words out of context. Both Tribute and Ash served 11 years behind bars. My buddy, 11 years not an easy time. You see some youth where they leave a preschool. Them they don't come big and go on a secondary. You think 11 years easy? Some people will be in a boat house, a wild house now. So I want to tell them, say never watch one I prison series them. When you have some prison in America and the man them do so much time behind bars, till the man them a tell them never know how road look. And them a do some petty thing and in back one time. Because them never want to leave a road because them a say them can't survive it. Them not know where food. You never watch a picture of the Murphy life when the man them now want left. And you think prisons is easy, no side hard. Man a complain, see, them a get thing like packs, bugger bite. When you talk about bugger, bed bug and thing. Rat a crawl up on you in between your leg and thing. One time a man say him a dead gym and him feel something between him leg. When him check himself, a one rat. So when you look at this video and the previous one that I did, you think anybody I want on crown witness for state? No, sir. Imagine a man is a state witness helping out in a case, and you have his picture blasting all over social media. So the man have to go change his identity then. I want to say this to the mom of Lloyd Samuel. I don't know how you feel, mom. The court ruled that it wasn't the two men that they had in custody. What you can do is pray. Prayer move mountains. Viewers and subscribers. Remember to tell a friend to subscribe now.